Hello everyone, Dustin Benzel here, and hello everyone, I'm Dustin Benzel, and welcome to another Hello everyone, I'm Dustin Benzel, and welcome to another Pokemon XY anime discussion. Today we're going to talk about Ash and Alain, or the battle between them, or the appearance of Alain within the main anime. Okay, so to help me with this particular discussion, what I did was, well, first of all, the suggestion is from... Thank you for the suggestion. It's really nice when people give me suggestions of things to do, because otherwise I have to think about it all by myself, and sometimes it takes me a while to think of something. But anyway, to help me along with this particular discussion, what I did is I watched all of the Mega Evolution acts, so I can get, well, not all of them, because there are more yet to come yet. The one near fall is the fourth one. I don't remember if there was any details of what it was about, but something to do with Kalos, I'm guessing. Something happening on in Kalos. Maybe that'll be the last Mega Evolution special before it actually becomes part of the main Pokemon anime, because they're part of the same universe, because Ash was mentioned in the first Act 1, which is really nice, because it's really nice when these specials actually are canon with the main anime, or at least they should be canon with the main anime. Plus we have that opening, so unless the opening was to signify two different stories, and Alain is the protagonist in his story, and Ash is the protagonist in his story, I'm hoping that it'll mean that we will see Alain within the anime soon. So that's what this discussion is about. What will Alain's purpose be within the anime? What will his role be against Ash? Will there be a battle? I guess this discussion will go over those particular things. One person in the particular forums, Cerebi forums, name not going to be mentioned here. Basically, I didn't get the entirety of the argument, but what he said kind of concerned me. He basically said if Alain is going to be within the main anime with Ash and everything, he's someone who doesn't like Ash as a character, who's always biased against Ash and everything he does and everything. And he said something along the lines that should Alain be in the main anime, it shouldn't be Ash who battles him, Mega Evolution or not. And I took, I had to really disagree. Well, I didn't comment in the forums, because I don't really comment on Cerebi forums anymore. But the thing that concerned me was that, well, if we go back to the Act 1, first one, it's pretty clear that Marin has no Mega Evolution. And within that same Act 1... Now, this is the dubbed version. I don't know if the original had something different, but in the dubbed version of Mega Act 1, it was specifically stated that Marin wants to grow stronger, get a Mega Evolution Pokemon, and battle Alain. And Alain was willing to suggest that it would be interesting to see this actually happening. Now, this particular user on Cerebi Forum seems to have completely ignored the fact it wasn't just a battle between Marin and Alain. It was supposed to be a Mega Evolution battle. Unfortunately, the thing about that is, even if Marin actually had some precedence to battle Alain before Ash, then that would completely miss the point that Alain was battling all of these other Mega Evolved trainers, you know. Cybold from the Elite Four, he tried to battle Steven, you know, and I just think that that particular bias against Ash really hurts the entire arguments, because sure, Marin is part of Alain's life, and sure, Marin can grow up, but the thing is, the important thing to remember is Marin does not have any Mega Evolution capable Pokemon. Based on the axe, all she has is Chespin and a yellow flower Flabébé. And for whatever reason, and I really hope this changes for future generations, otherwise Ash, if he doesn't get one in this generation, it's going to be hard for him to get another Mega Evolution. But the problem is 6th generation Pokemon right at this moment have no Mega Evolved forms whatsoever. None. Not even Greninja, none of the starters, none of the legendaries. You know, all of the Mega Evolutions right now that we know of are past generation Pokemon. Marin, based on the axe, unless she caught something off screen that she's going to reveal in the 4th act that can be capable of Mega Evolution, but the problem is Marin does not have any Pokemon capable of Mega Evolution. The thing again with Ash, and the reason why it makes no sense to say Ash shouldn't be battling a Mega Evolution against Alain, even if Ash doesn't have a Mega Evolution Pokemon himself, is that he potentially has quite a bit of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. His Charizard could Mega Evolve. His Sceptile could Mega Evolve. Heracross, Glalie. If he were to bring back Pidgeot, Pidgeot would be able to Mega Evolve. Let's see, is there any other Pokemon? So the only Pokemon of Ash's that can evolve, if he brings back his Pidgeot, is basically Pidgeot, Sceptile, Glalie, and Charizard, and Heracross. That's pretty much it. Only 5 Pokemon that Ash has can Mega Evolve. So, in the numbers range, Ash has more potential Mega Evolution than even Marin. Like I said, unless Marin has a mysterious Pokemon on her team that she caught off the Mega Art specials that could Mega Evolve, Ash seems at this particular point in time could more likely have a Mega Evolution over Marin. Marin may want to learn all there is to know about Mega Evolution because she's excited. It's a new concept for her. At least it was in Act 1. She wants to be like Alain, sort of, and knowing everything about Mega Evolution. But the thing is, she has yet to have a Mega Evolution Pokemon. I don't know what the future games are going to hold, where they're going to introduce even more Mega Evolutions, but they're still far away. Even then, Marin still only has a Chespin and only has a Flabébé. Maybe Flabébé evolved into Floette. Maybe Chespin will evolve soon into Quilladin. Maybe it'll even evolve within the main anime. Maybe that's where we'll finally get to see Quilladin, because we have yet to actually see Quilladin within the actual anime. At least I'm pretty sure. I cannot think of Quilladin's appearance at all. Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja were in the DNC movie. We've seen Greninja and Delphox within the anime. Delphox belonging to Ellie or Aria, and another Delphox belonging to an old man. Greninja belonging to Sanpei or Sanpai. And we still have yet to see Chestnut within the anime, if I'm not mistaken. So Quilladin is the only middle stage that we haven't even seen yet. And it's unlikely that Clement's Chespin is going to evolve anytime soon. So maybe that's why they gave Marin a Chespin, so it could evolve. But even then, that would still only be, even with Floette and Quilladin, that would still be a middle stage, and even if there was a future Mega Evolution for either Chestnut or even Florges, Marin still has neither of those Pokemon. So to think that Alain showing up and Ash wanting to battle a Mega Charizard should automatically mean that Marin should just step in and be like, no, you promised you were going to battle me, doesn't really make a lot of sense and doesn't hold any water. I apologize to the user who hates Ash, but your arguments do not even make any logical sense, because even if we take out the Mega Evolution aspect, which was the only thing that Marin actually wanted, if you've watched Act 1, at least the dub version, is that Marin wanted to have a Mega Evolved Pokemon and battle Alain. Now, like I said, this could still happen. Maybe Marin could capture a Sableye or something. She was in Hoenn. Maybe she kind of did, but it still seems unlikely right now that Marin is going to be in a position to be battling Alain. Her Pokemon are definitely weaker than Ash's anyway, so even if Alain were to be in the anime and he wants to battle, Ash should just be able to battle even if he doesn't have a Mega Evolution ring or the Mega Stones or the Keystones or whatever. Ash should still be able to battle Alain or Mega Charizard just on that basis alone. Now the problem is, because it's Mega Charizard, Ash really has nothing on his team to battle against Mega Charizard. I mean, there was Gudra. Gudra probably stood the best chance. But if it's going to be Pikachu versus Mega Charizard, I'm not going to want to watch that. Even though Ash probably will use Pikachu. But so the thought that Alain coming and battling Ash, it makes sense why Ash would get precedence over Marin, because, well, Ash actually has stronger Pokemon, and if we count Pidgeot, he definitely has at least 5 Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Granted, only 4 of them are accessible right now, but I'm sure Professor Oak can send Tracy to the Viridian Forest and call back Pidgeot. Maybe. Could happen. No, it's not going to happen. But so that's the problem here, is that Ash is in more of a position to battle Alain more than Marin. Why don't we wait until maybe the next act? Maybe Marin will get a Mega Evolved Pokemon then. Possibly. Maybe she'll capture a Kalos region Pokemon. Well, not a 6th gen Pokemon, but a Pokemon within the Kalos region that can actually Mega Evolve, like Sableye or maybe an Aggron. Yeah, maybe she'll just capture an Aggron or something, and maybe she'll get her own Mega Ring and her own Keystone, and maybe then she will Mega Evolve the Pokemon, and then maybe we should focus that. But the problem is even further compounded by the fact that if these stories, converge, Ash should definitely take precedence, because if they converge, it's going to be the series that is mostly about Ash. It isn't going to be those separate series with Alain and Marin and Lysander and everything else. It's not going to be those side stories where they're separate, basically, than Ash, even though they're in the same universe. They're just in a different part of the world. See, so the problem is when the stories converge, Ash should definitely take precedence over Marin, because it wouldn't make any sense for Marin to battle Alain within the actual main XY anime series with Ash. If Ash is supposed to battle Alain or have some sort of admiration or look up to Alain because he's capable of Mega Evolution, and maybe this will spark some Mega Evolution thing in the future, then the thing is, Ash should definitely take precedence over Marin, because it'll happen in Ash's series. Right now, we'll just assume that the Mega Evolution acts are Alain's series, and the main XY anime series with Ash, Serena, Clement is Ash's series. So having them converge into the same location, having Marin suddenly want to battle Alain, or Marin getting upset because Ash is battling Alain, even though he has no Mega Evolution Pokemon, is not really going to make any sense at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Marin, at the very least, should only battle Alain within the actual Mega Evolution acts, possibly. Maybe there will be like some sort of future event where Alain is older. Maybe Marin's a little bit older. She has her own Mega Evolution Pokemon or whatever. If we get any sort of game announcements for the next Game Freak games that will introduce some Mega Evolution Pokemon, maybe she could have one of them, and maybe we'll get some really nice battling thing going on. in some sort of future event of some sort of fast forward sort of technique or whatever. But if Alain does show up in the main XY anime series with Ash, Ash should definitely take precedence, and they should battle. The only problem is Ash currently has nothing to combat Alain's Mega Charizard, because the thing is, Alain is a very powerful trainer, especially with him having a Mega Charizard. Alain's Mega Charizard was able to surprise Siebold's own signature Mega Blastoise. Siebold was definitely taken aback, or the phrase was definitely shocked by Mega Charizard's appearance. It was able to take a Hydro Pump or Hydro Cannon directly and still battle. It took, I think, a second Dragon Pulse to knock Mega Charizard out. So even if Ash could do the same with his own version of Mega Evolution, like maybe Mega Sceptile, if Ash had a Mega Sceptile, maybe it could do some serious damage to Siebold's Mega Blastoise to the point where Ash could even be within the same rank. But the thing is, Mega Charizard is actually weak against Mega Blastoise, so the fact that Alain was able to do as much as he did against Alain might imply that Alain is just too high a degree over Ash in terms of trainer battling strength, you know. Even though Ash is my favorite character, I even know he's not invincible. Ash is not going to pull wins out of his derriere, basically, in regards to these powerful trainers, you know. I do expect if Ash did use Pikachu for Ash to fare very well, but in the end, Alain is definitely going to knock Pikachu out, because there's just no chance that Ash, without his own Mega Evolution, would be able to take on a Mega Evolved Pokemon, especially if it's one-on-one. Now, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen it in the Mega Evolutions, but there has been some implication, at least Siebold at least implied that maybe Alain does have other Pokemon on his team. Right now, all we know is Charizard. Right now, it looks like Marin. Marin has more Pokemon than Alain, because the thing that Alain responded with Siebold was that he just wanted to get stronger with Charizard, Mega Charizard. So I don't know if we're ever going to get a true battle between Alain and Ash, because it doesn't seem like Alain will be anywhere near the Kalos League, unless, of course, there's going to be some serious Mega Evolutions there. Maybe some new, never before seen Mega Evolutions as a introduction from a later generation, or whatever. So I'm not really. I mean, I would definitely love to see a battle between Ash and Alain, but Ash isn't going to use his Mega. Well, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He's not going to use his strongest Pokemon. I mean, Snorlax probably would be able to do quite a bit of damage to Charizard. Maybe even Ash's own Charizard might be able to get close to Alain's Mega Charizard. Maybe, preferably if Ash's own Charizard Mega Evolved, maybe then we would get something. But outside of that, I'm not really seeing a whole lot that Ash can do, especially since he no longer has Goodra. So, yeah, it would be nice to see a battle, but I don't think it's going to be a very good battle, or at least a very fulfilling battle, because Ash really has no chance against Alain's Mega Charizard. And hopefully, maybe it won't necessarily be a Mega Evolution thing or whatever. Maybe Alain will use other Pokemon against Ash. I don't think it's possible, since we have yet to see Alain's any other Pokemon anyway. But if there was going to be a battle, if Alain is going to use Mega Charizard, I just don't think Ash has any chance whatsoever to beat Alain. If it was regular Charizard, then maybe I could see Pikachu doing very good. If there was no Mega Evolution allowed in the battle, and maybe if it was more than a one-on-one, maybe then Ash might have a better. Well, maybe not. If even if Mega Charizard is Alain's strongest Pokemon, if Alain had other Pokemon, I think they'd be almost close to normal Charizard strength. Maybe not Mega Charizard, but on normal Charizard's level. But I guess if Alain does have other Pokemon, I guess we're gonna have to see. So, I nearly forgot to say in the beginning of the video that all of this was alluded in the opening shot with Ash and Alain basically touching, going like this basically in the opening. Yeah, you'll see an image or whatever, or you would have already seen one. But anyway, yeah. As much as I would like to see Ash and Alain battling, it's just that without any sort of Mega Evolution from Ash, and unfortunately I don't think it could be a Mega Sceptile because that might be a little anticlimactic maybe if that's going to be Ash's Mega Evolved Pokemon. I don't think Mega Glalie is going to work either. Neither is Heracross. So I guess that leaves Charizard or Pidgeot if you were to bring back Pidgeot. In my other Mega Evolution talk, I talked about the best choices for Ash that wasn't part of this team, but if Ash was going to get something that was at least neutral against Mega Charizard X, let's see, Beedrill's not going to work, Slowbro is super effective, Sableye is neutral, but I don't really see it as possible. Let's see. Oh, of course. Of the team that he has, probably the most neutral Pokemon would probably be Garchomp, but Ash's Gible would have to evolve twice. Lucario wouldn't work because we've already seen Lucario to death. As much as I would have loved to see Ash with the Lucario, it shouldn't happen because Lucario has been done to death by now. Just let it end, please. I know Lucario is popular, but I'm pretty sure the constant overusage of Lucario is making its popularity wane. I'm pretty sure Grenin or Mega. Wait. No, whatever. I don't know. Mega Blaziken, there we go, is just a little bit more popular than Mega Lucario. Just saying, but I really am not seeing a lot of choices here for neutral. Well, I guess the best choice would unfortunately have to be Garchomp. There's some other neutral Pokemon, but nothing that's coming out at me. I mean, Aerodactyl wouldn't exactly work because it would be super effective against Charizard, and so I don't know. At this particular moment, there just isn't a lot of Mega Evolution examples, but let's assume that Charizard were to come back and Mega Evolve into the Y version of Mega Charizard, the Mega Evolution Charizard that does not gain a Dragon type. I don't know if Mega Charizard Y would really do anything for Ash. It'd be unique because giving Ash Mega Charizard X would definitely be horrifying to see, but let's see. Yeah. I mean, it would be cool. Mega Charizard Y is pretty cool. I mean, I prefer X, but it's been done to death, so Mega Charizard Y would be kind of cool, but I just don't I just possibly maybe Mega Charizard Y. Ash is probably most likely Mega Evolution Pokemon because I don't think Mega Sceptile would be able to do anything against Alain. Because Alain basically almost took out, well, I wouldn't say almost took out, but probably was close to taking out Seabold's Mega Blastoise. So that means Alain might be, if Alain was just a little bit stronger, he might be on Elite Four level, especially in regards to Mega Evolved Pokemon. So maybe. Let me look up Mega Charizard Y's stats real quick. Because I just don't know. It's just hard for me to see Ash really having any chance against Alain unless it was in the league and there was other Pokemon that Ash took out more easily than Mega Charizard. Mega Charizard swept a lot of Ash's team that ended up with Pikachu or Mega Charizard Y and Ash would win. That's the only way that I could see Ash actually beating Alain, because Alain is really powerful. Okay, they have the same base stat total. 634. Okay. Mega Charizard Y has stronger special defense, a lot stronger special attack, lower defense, and lower attack, which is very interesting because they should be the same level. Let's see. Okay, so the difference there would be at least 30. Add that to the defense. Okay, so the only problem is if Ash was going to get Mega Charizard Y with that high special attack, and Mega Charizard X does not have that high of a special defense, Ash's Charizard probably would fare very well, just based on stats alone, but I still expect Alain's Charizard to be a lot stronger than Ash's. So if we were to say for certain, Ash's Charizard would have to learn Hurricane. Can learn Hurricane, right? I'm pretty sure it can learn Hurricane. Pretty sure I saw somewhere that Charizard could learn Hurricane. Maybe not. Let's see. Wing Attack. I know it can learn Air Slash, couldn't it? So looking at its moves, it doesn't seem like Mega Charizard Y has any real attacks that can benefit outside of Blast Burn. Would definitely be probably Ash's best chance. I thought Charizard could learn Hurricane. I thought it was one of the moves it could learn, but Air Slash just isn't that strong. Flamethrower technically is stronger. Let's see, what can Blast Burn do? Blast Burn, 150. Yeah, definitely I do see Mega Charizard Y having a stronger Blast Burn, but with not having that many flying attacks, I'm just not sure why Mega Charizard Y is even flying to begin with. I know it's to make it different, but you would think that Mega Charizard Y would be able to learn Hurricane, but it's not looking likely that it can learn Hurricane at all. So Air Slash would be Mega Charizard Y's strongest flying type attack, because there's nothing else it can learn that would take advantage of its flying type. Hurricane would have been the best choice, but apparently they didn't want to give Charizard Y a Hurricane. It's now it would be interesting that Charizard's Mega Evolved ability is Drought, and that would definitely come in handy for Pokemon moves like Blast Burn. I can definitely see that if Ash were to get a Mega Charizard Y, if Ash was just a little bit more strategic and a little bit better than Alain in terms of battling, that Ash might actually be able to beat Alain if he had a Mega Charizard Y. But then again, Drought is going to enhance Alain's fire ability, or not Alain's Charizard's fire abilities too. So I'm not really sure on that. But anyway, I don't know. I just don't think the battle between Ash and Alana is going to be quite as fulfilling right now because the only Pokemon that would stand a chance against Alon's Mega Charizard is Mega Charizard Y. So, and Ash doesn't even have a Mega Ring or a Keystone yet, so, I mean, it's not like Ash would be able to evolve, and he definitely doesn't have a Charizardite, Y, so, personally, I don't know. I mean, it will be interesting to see, it'll be cool to see, but I think at this particular moment that the first time that Alain shows up in the main series, I just am not seeing that Ash would actually be able to stand a chance against Mega Evolution or Mega Charizard X. Now, if Ash were to hypothetically have Greninja at this particular point, even though I'm not entirely sure Greninja would be able to do hardly anything to Mega Charizard X, simply because it is Alon's Mega Charizard X, but it's possible that Greninja might be able to do a little bit better than Pikachu, because Mega Charizard X, now that I think about it, is actually resistant to electric types. And right now, Pikachu is Ash's best chance against a Mega Charizard X, so I would definitely think that Greninja would hypothetically be a better choice than Pikachu if it were to come to that. But even then, I don't think Greninja would be able to win. So I don't know. If you want Ash to lose, then I think Ash will lose. Ash may be my favorite character. I might be biased for him, but looking at this from a logical point of view, Ash really stands no chance against Alon's Mega Charizard X unless he had Mega Charizard Y and it had Blast Burn, maybe even Air Slash, because those would be the best assets that Mega Charizard Y would be able to have. Shame it can't learn Hurricane, but I guess those are what happens. So anyway, thank you for watching this particular video. Leave your suggestions and comments in the comment section below. I'm Dustin Benzel, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.